Would you just look at that view? Gotta hand it to Yoni. He's got a pretty good pad right here. And I'm super jealous of this view. And there's humans running down there. I hope that got on video. Run, Forrest, run. That's funny. Because, you know, military boat and running and yeah. Anyways, good morning, everyone.
Hi guys.
Okay, you're on board the USS the Sulavans.
Where are you from?
They give you some information on this ship. You get some information on the Little Rock, which is the light cruiser over there, and the Croaker, the submarine.
Okay.
If you follow the yellow line, see there's red arrows and numbers.
Okay.
See the red arrow and numbers? Everything is numbered.
Okay.
This will tell you what you're looking at.
Awesome.
Station 4 is a memorial room for the Sullivan brothers, who this ship is named after. When you're done with this ship, you wind up on the back end, you'll go up to the Little Rock. Same thing. Yellow line and numbers, and then you go on the submarine.
Okay.
Okay?
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you. This way.
Yep.
Sick bay. Oh boy. That's cool. I always love looking at old World War II ship art. Here's another look at sick bay. Right next to sick bay is the secondary radio room. This isn't actually the main one, so if the main one ever got disabled, this is what they would use. And look at all those knobs. Nowadays you probably just hit 2 or 3 buttons and you're calling across the world. So this is pretty cool. There's a line, or like a rope right here, and that's how they used to transfer crew when the ships were next to each other. Crew, supplies, a bunch of different stuff. Pretty sure nowadays they just use a helicopter. The ships probably are big enough for that. So this is the munitions room. Oh, ordnance handling room. So this is the Sullivan Memorial Room. The ship's actually named after the Sullivan brothers. And this is a scale of the ship. So the munitions handling room is right here. That's where we just were. That's one of the main guns. And we're right about here right now.
Enemy aircraft going to the carrier. The Flight 2 will report now.
Combat information room. These are all the commanding officers. So it looks like the ship started service in 1943. And the last commanding officer was 1965.
That's smart, right? That's crazy.
I guess one of their slogans for the war room: "In God we trust, all else we try." It's awesome. Ooh, that is a steep climb.
Not me. Oh my god, look at this guy.
Piloting room. Internal communications room, actually.
I wonder if
Gyro compass. The ship's office.
el tamaño de esa cosa. Wow, that's great.
Can you imagine being out at sea in this? Officer's passageway. So this looks like it would be an officer's room. Engineering officer's room. This is pretty tight. This is the XO's office and stateroom. So I'm thinking the captain must be right around here. These are all officers' cabins. And this is what a washroom looked like. A couple sinks, shower. I'm loving the Marilyn Monroe and other pinup.
Look at the flip-flops.
And I think this is a typical cruise quarter. So 3 stacked, a locker, and be done. So this is crew quarters, but I think these guys are gunners, because right next to their crew quarters is another ammunition storage room. This is awesome. It's like a little, I guess this is like a fire station. Foam, sand, red helmets. Yep, firefighters. Has to be. Check out the old dive vests. So here we're going down even further. Oh, here's the main crew room. Holy cow, you imagine being shoved in there? So I'm thinking everything upstairs was high ranking. This is common crew. This is tight. And of course, a warship, you got ammo and munitions everywhere. So here is the mess hall, the crew's mess hall. This is all common. Look at that. Diesel generator room. This has to be loud when this thing is pumping. Oh, the galley.
Wow.
Look at the kitchen, huh?
Look at the, pantry. They had a pantry there. I'm sure this is like the dishwashing.
This is the train dishwasher. So you got salad bar set up over here. So this is where you actually get the food.
This is creepy.
This is interesting, huh?
50 years, no, what? 60?
Tray storage. So this is, I guess, like the ship's store. You can buy your playing cards, cigarettes, cokes, soaps, magazines. This is the ship's store. That's pretty cool. That's tiny. Oh, the mail room. That's post office. Everything's real tight, real tight quarters. Whew. Finally outside again. All right. Oh, there's our buddy getting transferred from ship to ship. So this is the main deck. Now we're going up to a upper deck. A hedgehog weapons launcher. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. So, 1, 2 guns. That's the main deck down there. The first munitions room that we saw was down here, right underneath. And we're going to be going into one of these soon. This is one of the smokestacks or exhaust stacks of the ship. Now we're going one more deck up. My Fitbit is gonna go nuts today. This is pretty cool. Ever heard of Morse code with the light? That's how they used to communicate. Ship to ship, I guess, with light code. I mean, I know that they had radios and stuff like that, but I guess with radio silence, that's exactly what you used. This is tight. So this, I'm assuming, is the main ship's wheel. So while the captain's at sea, he's got his own little sea cabin right here, right next to the controls. So that's cool. You got kind of like a passageway, but then where the main captain is, it's right in here. You got your throttles, your wheel. Here's a little, that's it. That's how they communicated from out here to in there. Oops. And you had another one here. That's how they communicate. High tech, super high tech. And then you remember the communications room. Got your phone right here. Ship's communication phone. So if you needed to talk to somewhere down under, talk to the gun rooms, this is what you would use. But if you're standing right here and you want to talk to the captain, low tech. All of these stairs are super steep. Oh. I've never been on a ship that you can explore and walk around and go into so many passages and crevices, and look at that anti-air gun. Oh man, that's a anti-aircraft gun. That is big booms. Those up there are bigger booms, but these are big booms nonetheless. Look at those coil springs. So you have two operators. You have one to spin it, and you got one up and down. Yep. These are decommissioned torpedoes. Those are the torpedo tubes. That whole entire thing swings out. Slam the red button right there. Guess what? Out the other side goes the torpedo. So you load it in from here, pull the lever, drop the black lid in the back, and smack the red button. Out goes the torpedo. And they were kept, like every other type of munitions, they were kept in these munition storage tubes right until they needed to be loaded. Now keep in mind, we're still in the small ship. We have a whole nother big ship to go on. I think we're in a cruiser right now. That's a destroyer. And there's even a bigger one called a battleship, which I have been on the battleship USS Wisconsin. Huge ship. I don't know if those are SAMs or not, but that is modern. That was not in World War II. Another round. It's a pretty decent beefy round. I don't know what gun that goes into, because I know the big shows that we were looking at going these guys. So now we're in the back of the ship. I believe it's the aft. I'm not a sailor. I don't pretend to be, but I think this is the aft. And the front, the bow. And I don't know which side is starboard or any of that stuff. So come in and call me whatever you want, newbie or whatnot. So I am curious what these guys go to. I don't see a barrel. I know they're not aircraft guns. So here you go. That up there, that would be the round for the anti-aircraft gun. And it's a gun, not a cannon. Alright, so now I'm getting confused because I thought we were just at the galley, but I guess the galley is only the kitchen, not the mess hall. So this is the galley. This is where they prep all the food. Look at these huge tanks. Well, spider. Huh. I know a chef that would probably like that.
And this is the stove.
Yeah, cooktop, oven, or who knows. But yeah, I guess here you would make your burgers. Or no, frying, maybe fryer, I don't know.
During heavy seas, the menu was limited to sandwiches.
Yep, so if you're rocking and rolling, you're hungry. So I wonder if there's like a lazy Susan or the butler thing that just like brings the food down under deck, because the mess hall's down underneath, like 2 or 3 levels down. So the kitchen, I guess, is up here, and I I think, my theory, why the kitchen's here and not underneath is if there's a kitchen fire, grease fire, anything that catches fire, you basically open up, got a fire hose right there, shove it in there. You're not compromising the bottom of the ship.
Laundry room.
And of course, next to the laundry room, or the galley, you got the laundry room. So look, I don't know if you guys can get the scale of that. Look how steep some of these stairs are to go down below deck. Look at that, huh? You imagine doing no. Look, there's a door right here. Here's the door.
Oh, you put it on?
This is shut right now, but this would close.
And we'll spin.
And this would spin. Here's your
No, this is like
door to load up the drum.
These are the buttons.
Yeah, those look like the levers to operate everything. That might be the dryer. So this is washing machine, dryer,
What is that?
and this is the ironing station, which is all sealed up, so it's not going to work.
That's for gas.
But yeah, this is really impressive. That might be another washing machine. That might, you know. All right, I think we're almost done with this boat. So I might be cutting this into three parts. I don't know. Oh, there's more. Holy crap, there's more. All right. You guys want to stay up here? No? Okay.
Let's see what they have here. If not, we can just switch to the next one. This is probably like.
This has to be the ship's engineering room. In other words, this is where the magic happens, and this is tight. This is nuts. So I'm assuming here is where, yep, steam drums, boilers. This is wow. This is I'm blown away with this boat, man. This is nuts. You imagine being in this in the time of war, bombs going off, munitions going off, and you have to navigate, run around this whole entire place, making sure you're not putting too much steam into one boiler and running around and making sure, oh my goodness. The main gauge pod, main gauge board. So here tells you everything going on, what's desired, speeds, knots, temperatures, pressures. This is impressive. Wow. Now, I have a feeling not everything is from World War II, because like some of the ships I've been on before, they go through refurbishment. So as technology gets better, they replace a lot of stuff and kind of, you know, update everything. But this is so cool. There's more underneath us. This is crazy. All right, that is creepy. They have like a little mannequin down there, like with bones. Real creepy. All right, now to try to get out of here. I think we're actually supposed to wrap around this way. Let's see. There's got to be an up somewhere around here. Look at the magnitude of this place. Oh, here's the. Hey, we got to go this way. Wherever you guys are. Okay, we'll go this way. Oh, okay, see, this is my type of room. This is the machining room. Something breaks on the boat. You're in the middle of the sea. You're thousands of miles away from port or a store or anything. Guess what? Grinder, lathe, drill press. You're making these replacement parts out of anything and everything you can get your hands on. So this, yeah. Guns are important. That's important. But guess what? Something in that room breaks. You need to fix it. And there it is. Electric and machine shop. In my opinion, probably one of, if not the most important room in any of these old ships. And I'm pretty sure all the modern ships nowadays still have machine rooms. These are also anti-air guns, but they're just 50 cals. Look at that armor in there. That's pretty cool. I think this is like a records room or a map room. And of course, you need to make sure that you're tip-top shape. Here's the barbershop. Alright, this is the first time I've ever been able to go in here. And I don't know if you can go in here, but I am. Holy cow. Alright, we are in a gun. This is massive, look at this. So, rounds up on the walls. Right there, that's where the rounds would get fed up.
Oh, yeah.
And this is crazy. Alright, so I think this is the elevator that brought the rounds up, but right here you got controls, and I don't see the firing button. Oh, handle to open. So this is the ejector. This is where basically the main gunner would sit. Controls to move it left, right, everything. And that right there, that pedal, I believe, is what was used to actually fire it. But look at that. This is impressive. Okay, so here's the elevator for the munitions. So the rounds, and I think the brass, that's what keeps pumping them up. And there's where the spent shells go, because these shells got rebuilt. So pull it out of there, load it here, slam this shut. I think this is all cut out, so it's obviously never gonna work again, but this is all cut out so you can see the inner workings of the gun. But it's just nuts. This is amazing. All right, guys, we're about to get into the USS Little Rock. This has been the USS the Sulavans. I'm going to break this up into 3 parts because there's no way I'm going to be able to fit everything into one video. So guys, stay tuned, and until next time, in a little bit, I'll see you guys in the future.